Good evening, folks. Well, this is part two of my rant. Look, this is not a concession. This is not a concession either. We all get it. I condone violence. I'm not a fan of violence. Violence is not a thing that we all endure and that we should worship. However, what really gets me is when people try to claim there's something that they ain't. Look at the hypocrisy that this all is. All this burning that happened all the way at the beginning of this year to what happened now. Joe Biden didn't say a damn word. And then yesterday happened. Joe Biden opens his yap and actually says something. What the hell? What the hell happened? Then he actually condemns violence. But yet he didn't have the audacity to condemn violence then? We got a problem. We got a dementia in chief who can't even complete a coherent sentence, yet alone get thousands of people at his rally. If he had thousands of people at his rally, I believe he would have had 81 million people. But he didn't. He only had like tens to hundreds of thousands of people. He is not my president. He will never be my president. I don't care if I have to live in a damn psych ward for the rest of for the next 3 years or whatever it takes. I will not live. He will not be my president. And that is a fact. And yet they chanted, not my president for the last 4 years. And frustration. And damaged everything. They destroyed literally all properties that they could destroy. And no one got in trouble. And everyone got sent home freely. No problem. Nobody punished. And what happens? Everybody gets absolutely no. They go away, walk away scot-free. And what happens when this happens here? They get everything they ask for. When it's this rally, we get in trouble. The news covers it. But if it was an Antifa attack, no coverage. It's a double standard. And I'm tired of it. Double standards is getting old. And old quickly. I'm telling you, the Civil War is already happening. I might have posted it earlier, but it's definitely happening now. But with him being in office, we're definitely going to have a civil war with actual real bullets. Instead of just the social media shit. The social media giants have already started it. And everything. But with all these other people, now we're going to talk about free education. The other one I forgot to mention about. Who's going to pay for the free education? It sounds like a great idea. Who's going to pay for it? And with all the money that you make, it's going to have to come out of your pocket to pay for all the money you made. The government gets a portion of that. So let's do some little math here. $15, 2 weeks, $15 an hour. I work 2 hours, so 15 times 2 is 30. A whole week, 30 times 4, 30 times, 60 and 60. 60 and 60 would be what? That's a very hard thing to figure out. 60 would be 120. 120. They would get half of my money. The government gets half of my money. And what do they do with my money? They give it to other people. They give it to the free educated people. And then I'm screwed. I get absolutely nothing. I can hardly ever make the rent. And what's half of 120? Let's do the math there. 120 times, what is a half of 120? I mean, I'm not real good at math when I don't have my calculator, so I'm screwed. So, that there is what I'm confused with. But it is what it is. But whatever half of that is all I make. That's what socialist government does. And that's what we are now called. The Communist States of America. We're not the United States. Yeah, he wants unity. He even said he wants to have unity. But how are we supposed to have unity when they want to start war with us? Especially when they say put all Trump supporters in jail. How's that unity? That's not unity. And then when Democrats themselves in the Senate, like AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, that dumb stupid witch, says send Senator Cruz and everyone who wanted to vote to the objection, vote them out of office. You're not making it any better. You're part of the problem. You're all part of the problem. This is where the division is at. Right there. You Democrats are part of the problem. You just need to shut your mouth, keep those comments to yourself, and just walk away. We never said that about you when you objected when George Bush ran in office, when he was in office, when you objected. Same with Donald Trump. We never said that. And I really mean that. So, I don't know where to end that, because I could go on about this. You Democrats are literally, you Demopukes are literally a disgrace to us. Same with you Repukes. The Demopukes and Repukes are absolutely a disgrace. Especially you, Lindsey Graham. Yet you said there would never be another Republican in office ever again if that happens. Well, why don't you object? Why don't you tell all your other friends to step up and object? This is what happens when we have it all happen. Because idiots like you cause problems. And then we have a Chinese person who had the audacity just to sit behind someone who objected the objection, who was a Chinese, who slept with a Chinese spy, and yet the Democrats are okay with him being roaming around freely? He's a threat to our democracy. Get rid of him. Throw him in jail. This is a Chinese collusion. It wasn't the Russians this whole time. It was the Chinese this whole time. I don't know. This whole entire thing has just gone way out of line. It just needs to stop. Well, it is what it is. We'll just move on. Bring on 2024. I guess I'll hide in a psych ward till 2024 comes out. And then I'll come out of my hole and then we'll talk politics again. Until then, peace.